Hey everyone, it's me again, and Happy New Year, because by the time you guys see this video, it will be January 1st, because my upload schedule is just so convenient. Anyway, I have a Faith's Faces for you guys. If you're new to my channel, welcome to my little corner of the internet. My name's Faith Grenade, and I put makeup videos here on YouTube. You should subscribe. Faith's Faces is where I do a makeup tutorial, and this week's tutorial is a doozy. I would like to call this one of my easy avant-garde makeup looks. So for those of you who are new, I do easy avant-garde makeup. Avant-garde is my favorite genre of makeup to do, but it can be a little bit intimidating. So I decided to create a series where I make avant-garde looks that are easy for any person at any skill level to do. So this is what we're doing today, right? Yeah, we got some paint spatter freckles. I'm normally not a fan of the faux freckle trend, but I do like it when they're various and sundry colors. We've got some orange bronzer blush type stuff. Basically with this look, the eyes ended up coming out kind of normal for me. I mean, yeah, they're bright colors or whatever, but they're not, you know, super avant-garde. There's no techniques that are used here on the eyes that are super avant-garde, and I've been doing a lot of avant-garde eye looks lately, but I decided to challenge myself to make an avant-garde look with complexion techniques. If you guys want to see how to get this easy avant-garde complexion focused makeup look, then just keep on watching, baby. Okay guys, I don't understand. It's like 1:45 in the afternoon and it looks like the sun is going down. Like, what is this right now? I've already primed and done my brows. You guys already know how I do that stuff, so you don't need to see it. This is what we're going for today, but you already saw that in the intro. So I'm going to take the Vizart Dark Mattes palette, tough to say, and I'm going to take this mustardy yellow color here. Absolutely adore this, and this is going to be my transition shade. So we're going big today. So I'm just gonna run this through the crease, fluffing upward. So now that that's done, I'm going to take my e.l.f. eyeshadow C brush, one side of it, and I'm going to go into the color right next door, right here. It looks a little more red in the pan, but when you actually put it on the eyes, it's very much a burnt orange color. So I'm just gonna pat this all over the lid, because the next step in our process here is going to be to go back in with our 109 and blend that color. I'm going to take these two shades up here and sort of mix the two of them together on the other side of my eyeshadow C brush, and I'm just going to press this onto the lid, starting at kind of where your lash line is and working your way up just as far as you want to. So I decided I was going to do a wing. Famous last words. I hate wing liner. I think it's overrated. So you absolutely don't have to do this, but I have to make both sides match. So I'm going to take Designer Blood by Jeffree Star, just put a little on the back of my hand, and take some on an angle brush, and I'm going to do a wing. There you go. There's the best wing I've got for today. Sometimes, you know, the best advice, because people always ask me, like, how do you do winged liner? And I'm like, oh gosh, that's such a loaded question, because there's 1,000 different techniques to do it, and you can fuck up all of them. But my best advice that I've ever received or given regarding wing liner is know when to walk away. They're never going to match perfectly, and that's okay. Since this is a little more on the red side than I wanted it to be, I went ahead with this plummy color right there, tapped it on a detailer brush, and just stamped over my wing with it, carrying it above a little bit, just to sort of haze out those harsh lines. So that's done. Now let's work the lower lash line for a little bit. We're basically just taking what we used on the upper lid and reflecting it on the lower lid. So first I'm going to take that same kind of plummy dark burgundy color, and I'm going to run it on the outside part of the lower lash line, right here. And we're just gonna go nuts with this. Like, carry it as far down as you are comfortable with. Then I'm gonna take the burnt orange color right here, tap a little of that on my brush, and then I'm gonna run that right next door and run it all the way out to the inside corner. For the inner corner, I'm going to take the Bijou Royale palette. Again, use whatever you have. I know these are expensive as hell, but I'm going to dust off the excess on my detailer brush here because you girl don't feel like pulling out another brush to get dirty. And then I'm going to take this antique gold color, really beautiful shade, has quite a bit of green to it, and I'm going to blast the inner corner with that. Like, just explosions. It appears the beast has awoken. Good morning, sunshine. Well, good afternoon, so it's like 2. You can do what you gotta do for me. Go ahead. You're wearing pants. You can't see him, but he's being a goober right now. Alright, so now I'm going to do mascara and false lashes, which is really boring to watch, so I'm going to do this off camera. My mascara is my favorite of all time, pretty much. It's the CoverGirl Supersizer. And then my lashes are the same ones I used in the look that's in my last video, which I didn't film a tutorial for because it was just a really kind of thrown together, simplistic look, kind of like this one is. But these are the Ardell Double Wispies. They're one of the double up line. They mean business. They're big, they're thick. Take your time putting them on, and I'll be back to do the rest of my face. Oh hey guys, didn't see you there. I'm back. I actually also put on my foundation because, you know, when you're sitting there waiting for your mascara to dry so you can put false eyelashes on, you get bored and you're just like, you know what, let me just trim some time off this tutorial and get some shit done. I'm actually going to exhibit the multitaskingness of these palettes, which is part of the reason why these are sort of edged out Kat Von D and Lorac for my favorite eyeshadow of this year, because these are so versatile. You can use them for brows, contour, highlight, blush. You know, there's a shade for everybody in here. So I'm gonna take this burnt orangey shade on a blush brush, and I'm gonna start sort of at the back here and very, very gently sweep this on my cheeks. If you have that Cheeto bronzer that everyone's been talking about online, now would be a good time to use it for a look where it would actually make sense. I was so tempted to buy that thing, just to like buy it and use it in a way that would make sense, just to be weird. I don't know. Y'all know me, Avant-Garde is my favorite type of makeup to do, so most folks see an orange blush and they're like, oh my god, what the fuck, look at this orange ass blush. And I see an orange blush and I go, challenge accepted, motherfucker. Okay, so now that you look fucking crazy, we're going to tone this back a little bit using the same brush that we put powder on with. I'm gonna shut my blush palette here for a second, and I'm just tapping this over the show to tone it down. Now I'm going to dip into another new product I got for Christmas from the dear husbo back there, the Kat Von D Shade and Light Refillable Contour Palette. Yeah, surprisingly, I didn't have this, and considering I had just about everything else that Kat Von D ever made, I was like, what am I doing? You know, why don't I have this in my life? But I'm going to take this kind of banana-y shade right here. Ooh, lots of kickback on that sucker. But that's good, because that means it's pigmented, and that's what we need. I'm going to start dusting this powder over the areas of orange that I don't necessarily want to be orange. We're going to dip into contour. Not going to be contouring too severely and not going to be contouring with a conventional color because I can't do anything conventional today for some reason. So I'm going to take this kind of eggplanty burgundy color And should I mix anything else in with it? No, I think I'm just going to start with that for now. Now this is very deep, so you're going to want to dust any excess off. And we're just going to start small, right at the back of the cheek. See how that almost looks natural when you have orange blush on? Crazy, right? You guys want me to do like an in-depth video on contouring? I know there's like 1,000,001 of them out there, and but that's like the most common question I get. Even though contour isn't really as trendy as it once was, one of the most common questions I get is, oh, how do I contour? You know, I have a round face, I have a full face, I have this face, I have that face, how do I contour? So clearly people still want to know about it, so I might just do that. So you see, I didn't really contour severely, I just contoured a little teeny tiny bit. And now for highlight. That's where the Narcissist Unfiltered 1 palette's going to come in. I'm going to use the shade Watch Me, which I swatched Watch Me, which is this shade right here. It's like a white gold duochrome type thing. I swatched it next to Albatross, which is one of NARS's best-selling highlights, and they're identical. So if you don't have Albatross yet, it's in this palette, basically. You know, they call it Watch Me, but it's Albatross. Okay, I hate that whole faux freckle trend, but you know what? I might try it. Just to be goofy and to do, you know, something a little bit different. This is the end of a Real Techniques Bold Metals brush, and I'm gonna try to do faux freckles with this. I'm gonna start with the darkest color. So let's test this out. So you got your dark color there. I'm going to dip the end of the brush into it a little bit. Make a few practice dots. Okay. Okay, that kind of works. So just get all the excess product off. And then I'm just going to very lightly start dotting. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the whole faux freckle thing unless it's sort of like colorful freckles, if that makes sense. I'm more apt to just put a bunch of colorful dots on my face, and if people want to think they look like freckles, that's cool, but I'm not. Because I mean, the faux freckle thing, in my mind, faux freckles always look fake. Like, I've yet to see anybody who's made faux freckles that look in any way even remotely close to real. I have not been fooled by the faux. You know, I'm like, nope, that's still fake freckles. It looks like you put a bunch of brown dots on your face and it looks silly, and I'm not normally a fan of it. But when people do like freckles where it's sort of like different colors, like I've seen people use kind of green and blue or purple or something like that, that's cool. Like, that can look really cool because, you know, you don't have to worry about making it look real. You already know it's kind of like fake. I think I'm going to use orange for my next color, and for that I'm going to use another one of the Jeffree Star Velour Liquid Lipstick Christmas Collection, and that is going to be Pumpkin Pie, this guy right here. So now I'm going to take the yellow of Jeffree's liquid lipstick line, which is Queen Bee, and I'm going to dot some yellow freckles amidst the red and the orange. And basically what this is going to do is it's going to provide contrast. So right now it kind of seems like all of those freckles are sort of muddling together. This gives a kind of pop. It gives you somewhere for the gaze to look at. So now I'm going to go ahead and set my face. For the setting spray today, I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Photo Focus setting spray. I actually really enjoy this stuff, even though I haven't used it on camera a whole lot. Now for lips. You could pretty much do anything with this. You could go completely contrasting and do something like a blue or a green, or you could do matchy-matchy and use one of the liquid lipsticks that you used for your freckles, or something that matches the eye look, or you could do what I usually do and throw a black lip on here. That would also look pretty neat. In fact, I think I'm gonna do that because I'm a creature of habit. That's about it for me for today. So without further ado, let's do some awkward posing. Awkward posing. Looking down. Looking forward. Looking fierce. I hope you guys found this video useful, helpful, informative, or entertaining. If you did, there's a button for that. Spank that like button in the butt, you know it deserves it. And if you want to see more from me, subscribe and become a member of the faithful today. I put out new videos every Sunday, so you can just click that little button that looks like my face, or you can watch the other 2 videos that I've put here on either side of my head to binge away if you're bored or bummed out. I want to thank you guys so much for all of your support and love this year. This has been one of the most tumultuous, tough years of my life, but you know, I've had some very good things come out of it, you know, including what I want to do with my life, which is pretty crazy. It's been a whirlwind of a year, and I'm very ready to see what 2017 has in store. I wish all of you a very safe and happy new year, and much luck and prosperity in the year to come. So yeah, let's hope for some more sick looks in the new year, and I will see you guys in the next video. Toodles!